Now we have written a class for creating an enemy, let's add Dave the zombie to our game. Open up the file main.game.py from last week if you're using a text editor, or find the trinket that you were using if you're using Trinket. If you are using Trinket, you will need to copy across the character class into your main game trinket as well. Import the enemy class you wrote by adding this line of code at the top. Remember that in this code, character is the name of the Python file and enemy is the name of the class you are importing from that file. Underneath the code where you linked the rooms together, paste in your enemy object code and also include the code you wrote earlier to set Dave's conversation and weakness attributes. We would like to situate Dave inside a room, but to do this we have to add a new parameter inside the room class in room.py so that a room object knows when it has a character inside it. Edit your room class constructor to add a new field. Of course, some rooms will have no characters inside them, in which case this attribute will stay as none. Add getter and setter methods in the usual way to be able to put a character within a room. This is called aggregation. A room object has a character object inside it. In reality, the room may have a character inside it or it may be empty, but the important thing is that room now has the capability to contain a character. Let's put Dave in the dining hall using the new setter method you just wrote. Add this code underneath the code where you create Dave. You may be thinking, hang on a second, the room can contain a character, but Dave is an enemy. We are allowed to add an enemy or a character because of polymorphism. An enemy is a character. Now in the main game loop, before you ask the user for a command, check whether there is an enemy in this room using the getter method you just wrote. If so, describe the enemy using the describe method. Save and run your program. Move from the kitchen to the dining hall and you should see the description of Dave the zombie appear.